Hi, my name is Adam Lee Smith. Live in a place called Bristol, England. It's not the best climate at the moment. It's a bit dark and a bit dull, but we take what we can. Uh, so my background, I have been doing wedding videography now for the last 4 years. Started off filming a friend's wedding and then just being confident and just saying, look, I want to start my own business. I want to be my own boss. So I took the plunge and yeah, it's paid off fantastically well. Uh, Now coming on to trading, I looked on. It was quite strange actually. I mean, trading. I basically looked. There was a guy on the internet called Trading with Eds. You may have heard of him if you're quite accustomed to the trading circles. I think he flipped £2,800 into like 140,000 or something like that. Something strange in 72 hours, and I thought, wow, if there is potential to actually earn money that quickly, I want to get involved. So last year, I began reading a few books, maybe three or four, began watching YouTube videos, and quickly learned that trading is not a get rich scheme. So I became more educated on how it all works and everything like that. But then I thought, okay, there's only so much that you can learn from a book. You're going to have to get proper education. So at the beginning of this year, I came upon Raphael's website and began watching a few of his videos and thought, wow, this guy really knows his stuff. Uh, so it was from about January to about July. I did sort of demo trading. I was successful to a certain extent. Obviously, it's trading takes a long time, so I knew that it was going to be a long process. So you make the odd mistakes in demo, not letting a trade run and that sort of thing, and not cutting the losing trades quickly enough, which is something I'll get onto a bit later on. So fast forward to August, I bought Raphael's course because I just felt there's a few things I needed to work on. Like maybe there's some new skills that I could learn. I'm always open to learning new skills. So yeah, I came on to Raphael's course. Instantly, I thought that yeah, it was well laid out, well structured. You have the candlesticks, the history of trading, the psychology, understanding the different strategies. It's just very comprehensive. So anybody that I anybody that's thinking about doing trading, I would strongly suggest consider using or choosing Raphael's course. It really is that good. Uh, but it's not just the course; it's the fact that let me tell you a story. Is that just last week, Raphael was on holiday and enjoying himself, and I think it was on a Friday, so he'd only been back a few hours. Uh, got in touch with me straight away. I sent him a message just asking to come onto the Discord, the Telegram, the Discord group, which basically the School of Genius is. It's got a massive sort of social group where everybody can sort of get together, discuss all of their problems, challenges, strategies. It's like a massive community. I think that's the great positive thing about this course is that once you finish a course, the support doesn't end. It goes on and on with this community of traders that's within under Raphael's umbrella. So that's another thing which I would recommend as well with respect to the course is that you've got the community. So if you have any questions, if you have any challenges, then yeah, it's there for you. Everybody's there for you if you need any assistance. We'll all ask questions and that sort of thing. So it's fantastic. Uh, my long-term goals, ultimately, in 5 years, I would like to get to the stage of being a millionaire. I think it's possible, absolutely possible. As long as I stick to my trading plan, stick to my rules and my fundamentals, then I can achieve it. I think looking back, maybe 2 years ago, you would see, all these people on the stock market, and like you would think, all right, they're all mathematicians, they're super, super clever people. But at the end of the day, anybody can do this. Anybody can. I mean, if I can do it, anybody can. It just takes a lot of hard work, a lot of discipline. You've got to really want to achieve it. I think that's the key thing. You've got to want to put the work in, do the back testing, do all of the correct procedures with regards to preparing yourself each morning and everything. And as long as you're disciplined, you can achieve those results. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So, maybe 5 years time, yeah, I'd like to get into other things, maybe like other businesses, still trade obviously, but just get involved in many other things. I'll probably still be doing my wedding video business, but maybe to a smaller extent, because that's the great thing about trading, is that you don't need to spend 8 or 10 hours a day in front of a screen. You can, as long as you've done your analysis, you know what the trend is in a particular pair. You can do your analysis, put the trade on, and then just let it go. As long as you've done your back testing and you're confident in your strategy, I'm not going to say it's easier, but the more you do it, the easier it does get. The more practice you put in, the more dedication, more dedication you show, the more you're going to achieve. And as I said, like maybe a few years ago, I would have looked at all of this and thought, I'm never going to be able to do this. But, over these last 8 or 9 months, I really have put the work in, and also the extra foundation of having Raphael's course has, escalated me to another level in such a short period of time as well. I'll show you a screenshot here. This was yesterday on GJ, which is pretty much the pair that I use all the time. And one of the key things about the course is that Raphael tells you is that when you're in a trade and it's not winning, you cut it short without hesitation. And that's something which I employ always now, always. If a trade is not going my way, or if I've made a miscalculation, cut it off. But this trade here, this is one I did yesterday on GJ. It was that similar situation. Initially, I had it down as a buy. I actually sent Raphael a message and said to him, look, I'm going to go in on this buy. Let's just see how it plays out. Woke up the next morning at 5 o'clock, saw that I was in drawdown by about 50 or 60 pounds, British pounds. Cut it short. It wasn't working. So then I looked at the overall trend. The trend was down. So I thought to myself, it's going to be a sell. And, you can see the results here. That's the other thing that really, really impacted upon me from what Raphael said, was that if the trade is going in your favor, you really have to add in and scale into the trade to make the most of the opportunity, especially if it's going really well. As Raphael says, load it up. Just keep on adding those positions in on the 1 minute chart. All of this information, all gained from the course, has just been absolutely fantastic. I think yesterday my trade was like £1,000. It's almost, well, not too far off, double the actual account balance, because I scaled in and I got all of that information from the course. And there's just so much that I can talk about, but I'd be here all day. And I imagine you probably haven't got all day to watch me. So, yeah. So, yeah, at the moment, quite consistent. I journal every day. Again, make sure that, I learn from the mistakes. Obviously, you're not going to win every trade. But if you follow those simple rules of what Raphael says, which is cutting the losing trade short, letting the winners run, and really capitalizing on the momentum of a winning trade, it's so powerful. So, yep, just to round things off, Raphael's course is unbelievable. It's certainly worth the investment. You'll learn a lot from it. But not only do you get that investment in terms of actually learning and getting that education, you also have you also benefit from being part of an amazing group of people who all help each other. If there are any problems, if it's something you need to learn, analysis, it's unbelievable. The value, I mean, I would say it. I mean, it's already paid for itself, and I've only been doing it about a month or so. I did the course last month. I set up a new account with the course specifically in mind, and it's been unbelievable. So, on that note, I will say, buy the course. Raphael's a genius. No pun intended. And yeah, peace out.